Utila Paramananda Krishnara Kirtan Shishu Brida Adikari Kande Sarvajan. All the devotees began to chant the glories of Krishna in great ecstasy. Utila Paramananda Krishna Kirtan. Everyone cried, from the children on up to the aged. Shishu Brida Adi Kari Kande Sarvajan. Kande Sarvajan. All the people. So this is the beauty of this Prem Dharma, Gauranga Prem Dharma, Nam Prem, that everyone can take part. Everyone and anyone can take part, irregardless of age or gender, health or unhealth, fat, thin, short, tall. Children can chant Hare Krishna, experience the ecstasy. Even dogs. Dogs can chant. At least human beings. Children can chant. Old people, Hare Krishna. Old people can chant and feel the ecstasy. Young, passionate boys and girls can chant and jump and fly all around. Do somersaults and backflips and break dances and, this kind of stuff they do sometimes. They get really carried away, these kids. And the kirtans and break dance and backflips and everything. So they experience the ecstasy. Everybody, young and old. Doesn't depend on agility, physical agility to stand on one leg for 3 hours, or to stand, balance on your head and do pranayama until your nose falls off. It doesn't depend on physical ability or age. All are welcome, all are accepted, all are received, and all are benedicted, and all are uplifted, and all are transported. Everyone who enters the ocean of the holy name is transported to the other side of birth and death. Enter the ocean. You throw a bottle in the ocean, you write a letter on it. Dear so-and-so, Amyatma, New Zealand. Then that bottle floats all around and it ends up in Africa. It just washes up in Africa. Someone gets a bottle. Amyatma, my website, my email address. Somebody writes, Amyatma, I got your bottle, your message. You told me to chant Hare Krishna, be happy. So I got this message in the Gold Coast of Africa, in Uganda. And you sent this message from Auckland. So, and you dated the message, you dated it February 29th, 2009. And I received this message in May 2009. So that's what they do. Because I used to live by the beach and we used to do that sometimes. Launch messages and find bottles of messages. You ever? No, you don't. Anyway, my beach people, they know about these things. So this is the ocean of the holy name, Sankirtan. Anyone young or old who enters that ocean, they get carried by the waves of prema, the waves of bhakti. It's called bhakti taranga, prema taranga. Those waves, they lift us up and we're high, and they submerge us and we're low. They throw us to the left, they throw us to the right. We feel like we're drowning in that ocean of the ocean. Sometimes, we get thrown up on a desert island in the middle of the ocean. Water all around, dying of thirst. Surrounded by water, dying of thirst. Very interesting concept. Because if you get in a shipwreck in the middle of the ocean, you may be in a lifeboat if you're lucky. And you're surrounded by water everywhere, but you're dying of thirst. Why? You can't drink salt water. You actually can, but people don't know that. Because urine is also salty. And if you go in the army, and they tell you in the army, when maybe you're shipwrecked or whatever, they tell you to drink your own urine, and you can survive for 3-4 months just drinking your own urine. Depends on how fat you are. But most people think, I'd rather die. I'd rather die than drink my own urine. And urine is also salty, but the composition is such that we can tolerate it. Salt water of the ocean is too concentrated. Gauranga. So it's such a beautiful scene here. Shishu Brita Adhikari Kande Sarvajan. Shishu means somebody between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under 5 years old is a Shishu. Bala Gopal, Shishu. Then Brita means somebody 60 and over, like me. Brita means old man. So it's a very beautiful sight. These children are chanting and dancing and crying, and old people, and this is the universal religion for everyone, the universal yoga. And how many 5-year-old kids can do yoga? They have no control over their physical bodies. They can hardly walk. They're going to do Surya Namaskar and Halasan and Mayura-san and Shira-san. They do, okay, kids, do Shira-san. In 1 second, the kid will fall on his back if he can't go upside down. You tell the kid, chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And then you get a little tiny mridanga for him. And these you see these baby mridangas? You string around in a second, you go, Hare Krishna. And the kid's like leading a kirtan, he's only 3 years old. It's possible. Dante Trina Kari Keha Namaskare Keha Bale Prabhu Kabu Nachariba More. Someone held a straw between his teeth. Someone offered obeisances. Another one said, "Oh Lord, never leave me." Garagari Jajena Sukriti Shuklambar Tandala Kayena Suke Vaikuntha Ishvar. The pious Shuklambar rolled on the ground as the Lord of Vaikuntha happily ate the rice. Prabhu Bale Shuna Shuklambara Brahmachari Tomara Hridayami Sarvada Bihari. Vishnubar said, "Listen, Shuklambar, Brahmachari, I constantly enjoy pastimes in your heart. Tomara Hridaye Sarvada Bihari." I know Bihari, right? Bihari means to enjoy or play. I always play. I'm constant Sarvada. All the time I'm playing in your heart. Tomara Bojane Haya Amara Bojan Tumi Bikshaya Chali De Amara Paryatana. Vishnubar continued, and he's continuing. When you eat, Shukambara, I eat. When you walk around for begging, that is my walking. This is very interesting. Purport. Lord Vishnubar accomplishes his mission of distributing the holy names and love of God through the Vaishnava Tridandi sannyasis, who under the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Dev wander about on the pretext of begging alms. So this is the situation, that the preachers, the devotees are going door to door or on the sidewalks distributing Srila Prabhupada's books, transcendental knowledge. They're walking as Lord Chaitanya is walking. They're begging as Lord Chaitanya is begging. It's a very interesting section here. Chapter 16, verses 120 through 150 or so. Shuklambara Brahmachari, the beggar. Sounds like a Sankirtan devotee. Niskinchan, lives in the temple, has nothing. What's interesting is when you walk, that's my walking. When you're walking door to door, oh, actually, Lord Chaitanya is walking. Lord Chaitanya is walking with me. He's inside of me. He's walking with me. He's in my heart. Paramatma, Vishnu got kicked out. Lord Chaitanya is there. Paramatma is not walking with me. Lord Chaitanya is walking with me. Vishnu Bharam. He's going with me door to door. Oh, Lord Chaitanya is with me door to door. And this is his mission of distributing the holy names and the love of God. Because what are these books about? When we distribute a book door to door, what are we distributing? We're distributing Krishna Spring. We're distributing, as it says, the Lord accomplishes his mission of distributing the holy names and love of God through the Vaishnava sannyasis or whoever, preachers. So these books are full of what? Krishna's names, every paragraph. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Maha Mantra. And these books are all about how to love God. So distributing these books means the mission of Lord Chaitanya. The mission of Lord Chaitanya is to distribute the holy names and love of God. So distributing these books means distributing the holy names and love of God. So just as Shuklambara Brahmachari did 500 years ago, we're doing today. We go on the sidewalks, we go in the airports, we go door to door. And it's under the pretext of begging alms. So we're under the pretext, can you give a donation? But actually we're distributing.